What's going on, guys? This is the Fight Man's podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the fight that happened between Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol, October 12th this year in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Riyadh season, I guess. This is for the Undisputed World Light Heavyweight Championship. So pretty much WBO, WBC, WBA, IBF, and Ring Magazine Championship. So, quick little facts. Artur Beterbiev, is 39 years old. I don't know, the way he was looking, he looked like a good 39 years old. Russian, but I think he comes out of Canada, but he's really Russian, I believe. 5'11" and a half inches, which is crazy. I thought he was like 6'1" at least, the way he looked in the fight. Reach 73 inches. He's 21-0. 20 knockouts, 95, a little over 95% knockout percentage. Orthodox stance, light heavyweight division. And Dimitri Bivol is 33 years old, Russian. I think he was born in. I think he's Russian, but I think he was born in Urzikstan or something like that. He's 6 foot tall, which is funny because I thought Beterbiev looked taller than him. 72-inch reach, 23-1. 12 KOs, so a little over 52% knockout percentage, orthodox stance, and light heavyweight division. So Bivol is very famous now because he beat Canelo. So before this fight, he was undefeated. Obviously, a lot of people know Beterbiev won by not even unanimous decision. He won 2 out of the judges' 3 scorecards, and the other scorecard was a draw. For the most part, the fight started. It was interesting. I mean, Bivol has that Soviet style, kind of like the hopping backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Almost just like, it's like a funny kind of rhythm to it. But there's a rhythm to it. He wasn't fighting like that at all in this fight. It was a good. I liked the fight a lot. It was hard to kind of like judge it. I mean, I had Bivol winning the majority of the fight. But then he kind of laid off the gas in the championship rounds 10 through 12, 11, 10, 11, 12. I thought Beterbiev just kind of pressed the action more. And I think he won the fight based off of that, to be honest. I still think, but I still had Bivol winning the fight though. But I guess I wasn't mad. Like when I watched the fight the first time, I wasn't mad if the people chose Beterbiev. But then, you couldn't really tell and stuff. But I thought Bivol was winning. But man, a lot of those punches, you might have got deceived. Like you might have thought those punches were hitting because of the sounds of it, but they were really hitting gloves and stuff and all that. But I think all in all, I think they said 1,000 punches were thrown altogether from both fighters. But so Bivol threw 423 punches and he landed 142, 33%, little over 30% percentage. And Beterbiev threw 682 and landed 137, a little over 21%, 20.1%. It looked like that to me, to be honest. Total jabs, Bivol landed more, 58 compared to Beterbiev's 47. Power punches, they said Beterbiev got 90 and Bivol got 84. I thought both fighters respected each other. There were moments, like, I thought Bivol was, boxing a little bit better. But there were moments where he was stalking, Beterbiev was stalking Bivol, and there were moments where Bivol was doing the same. So it was real back and forth. But you could say that Beterbiev was pressing the action more than Bivol throughout the fight. But for the most part, like good combos. It was very little body shots. I think landed 31 each total punches. I thought I don't know, because they have good defense. They use that guard, and they use their arms, and there was a lot of blocking of punches going on. So I thought, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they like I saw Bivol, he threw a jab, but then he really grabbed Beterbiev's arm and tried to shoot that right, but then Beterbiev would have good head movement. There was some feints, still feints. I shouldn't say some. There were feints. But for the most part, man, it was hard to score that fight. Very little clinching. I mean, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. It was one of the better fights in the past few years. I felt like, but I thought there was a lot of respect on both sides for each other's power. I felt like Beterbiev respected Dimitri a little bit more than I thought he would. But for the most part, it looked like I don't know. It looked like Beterbiev was a taller guy, but apparently Dimitri Bivol is taller than Beterbiev. So I don't know. I mean, it was a tough fight. I know they just signed to fight again. I think in February, so it's gonna be a good fight. I'll break it down. Probably as it gets closer, a little bit before, but it's supposed to be like the greatest card ever. I think it's in Riyadh again, Saudi Arabia. But yeah, it was a good fight. I just think I still have better Bivol winning the fight. I just think because he kind of skated the last 3 rounds, that's why I think the judges gave it to Artur. Like you can't say that. I don't know. It's just kind of confusing sometimes. I thought the defense was good. I mean, Bivol's face was probably a little bit more messed up than Beterbiev, but still, it didn't matter. I don't know, but the punches, they both landed good punches, I thought. Good power punches. Didn't feel like one was landing more than the other. The jabs, I just felt like Beterbiev just threw a bunch of throwaway jabs to kind of set up an opening to get, Bivol moving a certain way. I guess they could have used framing a little bit more to manipulate, or just keep your glove up top and just hit him in the body, rip a couple of shots. There was very little. There was very little like multiple combos. There was moments where Bivol had was throwing little flurries and stuff, and Beterbiev in the later rounds, but I think his corner told him if you don't knock him out, you're gonna lose. I think after round 10 to Beterbiev, and that's when he just kept pressing the action. But I don't know, man. I still had Bivol winning. He says he feels like he got robbed. At least I think that's what he said. Or maybe I just read a title, so don't quote me on that. But I don't know. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. I thought. I mean, I'm surprised Artur Beterbiev isn't 39 years old. I don't know. He looked fresh, man. And then Bivol is still in his prime as well, I guess, 33. But yeah, Beterbiev did challenge Jake Paul. I would say to Jake Paul, stay away from that. If you want to get real hurt, go ahead and take it. But Beterbiev just looks real strong, but Bivol is as well. Yeah, man, they were eating each other's shots, but it felt like the way it sounded, it felt like punches were hitting, but it was really touching the gloves a lot of times. A lot of times it was the arms. A lot of times they slipped just in time. It was good, man. It was a good defense. I just felt like Bivol fought differently, and because Beterbiev wasn't a smaller guy like Canelo, yeah, there was a lot more respect and a lot of caution, but still, he came in there to fight. So, anyways, I like the fight though. So I'm looking forward to the second one. So, anyways, if you like what you heard, like, comment, subscribe. Help me get this channel going. And thank you. This is the Fight Man's Podcast. Peace out.